Hello, hello. Thank you, replay viewers. You're the bestest. You're the bestest ever. Hello, hello. Okay, so this is my big piece of content that I'm taking and repurposing. I'm going to show you how some other people suggest that you can do this too. But I had to give some PR to my ebook. You can find this on the homepage of my website. Getting ready to show you some different things that I'm doing with this, but I have to promote it because I never do. And I fixed it so it's not quite as Picasso-ish. If you are just joining or watching on the replay, I am Andrea Reynolds, and I just got home from the gym, but I thought I would come in here and do a Periscope before I took a shower and washed my makeup off. And yes, I put on makeup to go to the gym because you never know. And I feel like if I look better, I work out better, but it's raining, so forgive me, I look kind of like a wreck, but this is not about me. So, anyways, I am a teacher gone rogue. I say that because I used to say I'm a former teacher, but really, I left the public school classroom, but not because I didn't want to work with kids and not because I hated teaching, because of all the other stuff. And so, I left to find a way to support kids who are English language learners and to support kids who are creatives and who have ADHD in a bigger way. And so that's what I'm on a mission to do. I decided I can save the world on two fronts. I can help teachers with ideas for English language learners or ESOL kids, and I can help parents better support their kids with ADHD. So that's what I'm all about. And my website is thesocialstudieswhisper.com. And I wrote an ebook many months ago, and in my mind, I was like, there are other things I want to do, so I didn't really promote it, which it was fine before. I've already made like 5 revisions to the thing, and it's what it is 10 helpful tips for modifying curriculum for English language learners using social studies as the backdrop. And so it's kind of like you accidentally get creative social studies ideas in the process, because I'm ESOL certified and gifted certified, and I'm gifted certified because my English language learners were not qualifying for gifted services, and so I felt like I was doing a disservice to them because I wasn't challenging my higher learners. And so through that, I learned some great creative strategies that work for all kids. So I'm going to show you what I did with, or what I'm doing in the process of doing with my ebook, okay? And I've been showing a lot of this on Instagram, and I posted a little sneak peek of one of my videos there earlier, but this is kind of like all of the ways that you can take one piece of content. Okay, so I wrote ebook in the middle, and last summer I did a presentation at the local county workshop about school district workshop for modifying social studies for English language learners. So this one ebook could be the topic of speaking gigs, right? It could be the topic of a workshop. I am making a printed version. That is a little bit harder than I thought, because the margins are kind of tricky when you have something so like graphic heavy. And I'm creating a course. Okay, the way the book is set up is there are 10 different hacks. And so I'm breaking it down by those hacks. And also what's happening is that, and I want to do a podcast. That's one of my goals. Or like something on SoundCloud, because I love to talk. So anything that allows me the opportunity to talk is a win-win. And I could do online workshops. I hate the word webinar, so I didn't put that. So if you have some kind of like mega project, okay, my ebook is, I just shortened it. It was around 100 pages, and I made the font smaller, and I condensed some stuff, and so it's around 80 pages. But you take your one content hub and think about like, okay, if it's a virtual thing or an ebook, you can make a printed version of it and sell that. You can make a course out of it if it's, bulky enough. You could make a workshop out of it, an in-person workshop. You could do in-person speaking gigs. You could do like virtual workshops or webinars. You can make podcast episodes. I can make a podcast episode for every, and really that could have gone over here, because what I can do with each of the hacks is I broke them down into segments, and I'm putting these on Teachers Pay Teachers. So I call like ebook chunks right there. My tripod is in the garage because I was filming yesterday. So I broke it down by all of the, and what I'm doing is I'm taking the introduction and the extra resources, because I have a list, like 2 pages of website links that I included, that I'm incorporating both of those things with every single one. So what I'm doing is putting together, like the first one is about setting up your classroom with English language learners in mind. So what I did is I put together, like, these 2 videos are going with everything, okay? And those are the first parts of my course, too. And then I took the ebook, and I broke it down into chunks, individual chunks, and so there's part 1, and then there's the specific video for part 1. And so this is just repurposing the same thing. I'm using it, and then every single one of these hacks is gonna become like a Facebook Live video. It could become an Instagram post. It could become a little short video. It could become a tweet. Every single one of those has a tweetable in it. And I also could do a blog post for each one of those things. So that's just something to think about. Like, I want to, I always want to have all these new ideas. Okay, so that's the problem with, one problem with ADHD is I have so many creative ideas and so many things I want to do and lots of products for social studies. But I realized, like, for the social studies ideas I have, like, those are things that I'm just going to sell for $3. And I'm not in the classroom anymore, and so me selling $3 projects is not going to cut it. And so, and also, if I sell them on a different platform besides my own site, I really don't have control. So, I'm taking the huge piece of content that I've already created, okay, and I'm focusing on that. And I do intend to start actually, like, promoting it soon. So my goal is to have this done by June 1st, is to have the course done by June 1st. I have a lot of it done. I have all the videos filmed. I have almost all of them edited. I'm adding, like, extras, and I'm going back and I'm taking, like, my digital resources that go along with each one, and I'm including them as part of the course. So you get a lot of bonuses. And so, of course, when I have that ready, I will promote it. So that's kind of a creative way to take one thing and make it, maximize it more. Because I have a course in progress for parents and kids to do together, kids who have ADHD. But people were like, what about your ebook? And I was like, oh, yeah. And so I was like, you know what? It's going to take it's going to take a while for me to gather all this stuff for another course for the, I filmed some of the videos for that and edited some of them, but it takes a while to edit videos, because I'm not just, like, filming landscape, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing, like, creative portrait mode with, like, overlays and stuff and graphics and stuff like that. And so, I was like, you know what? While I'm working on that, why don't I take the thing that I already have done and repurpose it? Because that's working smarter, not harder. I always say it backwards. And I have a couple of other places that can give you some good ideas for this. Because for me, like, I like to write, I like to talk, I like video, so I can take any of these. So I'm pretty fortunate in that I have lots of different options for what I can do with my content. And I'm pretty, I mean, I like all social media platforms, so I'm pretty lucky in that way. But I realize not everybody likes doing video, and so there's some other ways that you can share your content and repurpose it. Okay, I listen to podcasts like they're going out of style, and one of my favorite ones is Blog Fuel. Okay, Blog Fuel. And Kirsten Thompson, she lives locally, and I met her, and she is awesome. And she is very real talk like I am, and she does not believe in fluff and, like, flowers and rainbows with business. She's a blogger. She started a Sweet Tea LLC. And so and Erin is really funny too, but, like, I relate to Kirsten because she's Southern, and she started her own, separate podcast as well called She Speaks, and she's got YouTube videos. And I was listening to this one earlier from the I was listening, and they have this in audio and video. You can just go to Blogfield Podcast and listen. But this one says, what type of content is best for your business? This episode was really good, and it gives you some creative ideas. Like, if you don't want to use, like, you don't have to go do a public speaking gig. Like, that doesn't bother me. But I really like hers, and that gives some really good ideas. Also, Abby Herman. She is from abbymherman.com, or Abby, she's also Right Solutions. She is a former teacher, and she's one of the first people I connected with when I was leaving the classroom, like about a year ago, like kind of that I made friends with outside of the teacherpreneur space. She has been out of the classroom about, well, now it would be about 4 years, and she is really successful, and she helps people with their writing. And so I connected with her, and she just happened to come out with something, darn it. She came, and she started a YouTube channel as well, but I know she's more comfortable with writing, but she's calling it like a content centerpiece. So that's essentially kind of what I did. So if you're not sure what you could use to do this, then go back and read Abby's blog post, and it can tell you what type of which one of your products you can pull to do that, or which one of your like resources or whatever you have. Okay, and also, fun fact, and she has videos with them too. Fun fact, keep going down. Guess who did a guest blog post on this website? Wait for it. I did a guest post on her site too about like how I found my space. So, I was pretty proud of that one. I have some good content in there. So, I have some good tweetables. So, and I like Abby does a really good job with her branding and everything. I love her site. I love the like retro vibe. So there's just some good resources for help if you need help with picking exactly what your content hub could be. I'm calling it a hub because it's kind of at the center. So yeah, so there you go. I hope that gives you some ideas, and happy stretching your content. Work smarter, not harder. I said it right. Yes. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.